This video is sponsored by Helix. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful end of the year. And going into the new year, I wish you very comfortable sleep. Now, I bet you're wondering, Gibi, how do you get comfortable sleep? Why, I sleep on a Helix mattress. And I have been sleeping on a Helix mattress for a very long time now. As you know, if you've been around my channel, the Helix mattress is a staple in my videos and in my household. Ben and I sleep on a Helix Midnight Luxe, and the way that they pair you with your mattress is perfect because I get really overwhelmed when I have to try to pick something online and I'm like, I don't know what I need, what firmness and that kind of stuff. So what Helix did was they made a 2-minute sleep quiz, and all you have to do is answer questions about yourself. I can do that quite easy. About your sleep preferences. I'm a side sleeper. I like a little more on the mid-range between firm and soft. I do share a bed with Ben and Satine, and a couple other questions that will match you with the perfect mattress. I love Helix because they ship right to your door. It's all conveniently in a box that's narrow, easy to carry upstairs. We got our Helix mattresses when we were in Chicago. No problem, thank goodness, because there were some problems trying to move big pieces of furniture in there, and it was quite easy when the Helix mattress came to just get it up the stairs. You unwrap that box, boom, bam, it's free shipping right to your door. Now, buying a mattress is kind of a big deal. There's always that worry, but Helix has a 100-night sleep trial. That's over 3 months to decide whether you love that mattress or not, and you will, but if you don't, they will come and pick it up for you for free and you get a full refund. There is also a 10-year warranty on your Helix mattress. They have flexible payment plans and financing options as well, so a good night's sleep is never too far away. I really love my Helix, and I think you would too, so go to helixsleep.com/GB and you can get up to $200 off your Helix mattress. That is helixsleep.com/GB for up to $200 off your Helix mattress. Thank you so much, Helix, for sponsoring today's video, and thank you for watching. Hello, everybody. It's Gibi. Welcome back. I think this is the first video that is on the Saturday schedule for January and February, so should be a long one because I bought myself a little toy specifically for ASMR. I guess I could do this. Is actually helpful for me too. But what it is a super switch tester. I bought this myself off drop.com. They have sponsored me in the past, sent me stuff. I really love them, love their quality. So I decided to buy this one myself, and I just thought it looked like so much fun. If you are a mechanical keyboard fanatic, this may not be the video for you. I am so casual, but love the sounds. Definitely overlaps with my ASMR tactile interest. I have a mechanical keyboard, have had mechanical keyboards for a while. Just really love how they feel. A very casual gamer, etc. But what a switch tester is, and again, this is all for people who if you're an expert, don't look at me, okay? I'm just gonna mildly explain this. With a mechanical keyboard, you can have different switches. So you have the keycaps, which is the part you're pressing down on. But underneath, there are switches, and each one's going to feel, sound, and function a little differently than another. So people have gone to great lengths to make very specific types of switches, so much so that there are 63 just on this tester alone. Each one of these is different. If you give it a little listen before we begin. So here's one, here's another. going to talk about them briefly as we go through it, but mostly it's just going to be for the clicks and things for this video. What a switch tester basically would do would let you feel out and test 63 different switches before you commit to buying one. A lot of people, you know, they'll buy a keyboard base, they'll buy the switches, they'll buy the keycaps, they'll buy everything separate and put it together. I personally did my very first keycap build yesterday, and I learned a lot. I was humbled, and then I broke it. Another story, another time. However, today we're going to feel out some of these different switches, see how they sound, see how they feel, and I'll talk a little bit about them. Even on like the website description, it says it'll make a fantastic fidget toy as well, if you don't mind bothering those around you. It really is. So the switches are underneath these caps. There's some clear caps on here. It is DSA keycaps, rubber pads, and an acrylic base. So for this video, I'm going to put you down so you can really see. And then I'm also going to link in the description box the product page, and you'll be able to see like which switches are which. I like printed out a little paper, like here's the switch tester to like tell you what they are, because for me to like remind you and talk about and label and timestamp each one will be kind of hard, but I'll make sure I'll have it in this order. So if you're like, ooh, that one's great, it'll be easy to look up. Let's get clicking. Okie dokie, so here it is in all its glory. I do feel like I'm missing something because it's like so easy to pull them out. Like if I key too hard, they kind of like pop out of the acrylic. But, you know, like I said, casual user here. But look how fun this looks. Don't you just want to press all the buttons? Do not fear, I will press them for you. Let's get it out of our system. Ta-da! Look, this one's leaving. Stay in there. Okay. Okay, let me show you this. Here is the layout of the board underneath. If you want to take a peeky, again, I'll link this. I should probably let you see it. Sorry, ASMR mode, you know. So, really popular mechanical keyboard switches are the Cherry, and I'm not sure if this is like the Cherry MX Red, MX Brown, doesn't say MX. I feel like it is. And then there's down here Cherry RGB. No idea if that is just the color of these switches, because they're like, the RGB ones are clear. I'm wondering if to let the light through, whereas the ones up here are black underneath. That is my educated guess. I am not positive. But let's hear. So we have these are super popular, okay? You'll hear these a lot, this top row. Here we go. Actually, I can do it like this. So you can kind of like see the first row. Let's give them a little bit of a listen. I will say before we begin, I think I have a favorite, and then guess which one's my favorite, and I'll tell you. Let's go down the row. So this is liner gray. I think I read it as linear gray. Liner gray, tactile gray. I don't like the spring sound. Okay. So, of these, I really like, and I've always chosen, cherry browns. And I think cherry browns are good for a combination of like gaming and office work. I type very fast, so I'm constantly looking for keys that like kind of hold my keystrokes because I'm like moving very quickly. So if it's too smooth, I like blah, 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 and I end up messing up my keys. But if it's too clicky, like I don't love blues. Sometimes it feels too slow for me. I don't know if that's like that for anyone else. Reds are extremely common and popular. I think red and blue, both super common but very different. You can hear the difference. Ah, the wonderful brown. The one that surprised me in this row was the milk. It's so good. So I have my phone here to do like micro Googling, just, you know. So this is a medium stiff, tactile, soft click mechanical keyboard switch. Medium stiff, tactile. And then cherry brown. This is also a tactile switch. And each one has like a different operating force, like how much force it takes for the key to click in, because it is mechanical, like things like your MacBook or something like that. Those keyboards are called membrane keyboards, if memory serves me correctly, because there's just like a membrane. It's like soft underneath the key. It's not like a mechanical functioning piece. It like kind of just presses down. Like you just kind of press it down, and in general the entire key will press down. But with mechanical, it like actually clicks in. Whereas membrane is more general. Bloop, bloop. I'm curious what browns are supposed to be. It's characterized by a noticeable feedback. The noiseless guidance, I would say they're quite quiet, trains the sure instinct and helps to act tactically and strategically. Oh, the greens. No. So if we go down to the bottom again, we have RGB, black, red, brown, blue, and then speed silver. I did have a speed silver keyboard because I thought it would be good for fast typing, and it was too much for me. It was too like blub blub blub, kind of as I was talking about. It would just my keys, my fingers would kind of like go over to other keys more than I wanted it to. Not enough control. So I'm pretty sure these would be the same cherry black and cherry RGB black. Okay, to me they feel the same. So then the speed silver sounds like this. Compared to the brown, subtle difference. Little more control, I think, on this one for me personally. And it's so much fun to look up the differences between them. I won't do it like too much in this video. But it seems like they organize them. Cherry black, and then we have other brands here. So cherry, I'm assuming, is the brand. And then Gatoron. 3 of those rows. We have Kale. And then another Gatoron. We also have Zeal PC. Alias. I don't know these brands, so forgive me. Don't pronounce them based on my pronunciation, please. But if we go black here, and then SMD black, I don't know the difference, so I'm gonna look it up. Luckily, there's a lot of really good information on the internet about mechanical keyboards, which makes sense. So what is an SMD switch? What is an SMD switch? Let's learn together. Surface mount switch, often abbreviated to SMD or SMT, refers to the method of termination and mounting style. So is it different? Ooh, I found a Reddit thread. You always want to go to Reddit. Ooh. Oh my, what was that? The silent black and silent red. Whoa. They're like chalky almost. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that these just mean that the mounting is different for like backlighting purposes, etc. This is like beyond my knowledge, but I don't think they should sound different. Then we have milky housing. What on earth is milky housing? I don't see any milk. Just saying. If you love mechanical keyboards and you want to be the educator in the comment section, please do. But can we go back to these silents? The silent black, silent red, and silent brown. Give us a little gander here. Oh my gosh. I might have to get me one of these. Once again, I do think I like the browns the best. The reds are nice. They're close. Like, they're close to each other. They really are. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by these. Okay. Then we have box black, box red, box brown, and these are by Kale. So we have Kale versus Gatoron versus cherry. So it's like cherry. Whoa. I guess I don't know what box means. I always assume that like this is just like the housing, the casing that it's like in, but it's still like a black switch. but this feels different than that. I like this better. Box red. And box white. Well, that's interesting. It's like a nice clicky clicky. You know what I really like about these? You can't hear the spring. It's a big pet peeve of mine. Kale, do I love you? Do I love you now? Cherry, are we breaking up? Do you hear that? Do you not hear that? Do you not hear that? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fun. This is why I bought this. I don't like hearing the spring. You don't have to hear the spring. Oh my gosh. Cherry, I'm breaking up with you. We're done. We're done. You're done. These alias, the weighted ones, 60, 70, 80, and 100. These pink ones here, right? So we have 60, 70, 80, and 100. I'm gonna see how those feel. This one needs to be, okay. This one keeps flying out. It's like 100, too heavy, man. Here you can see what that looks like. I'm on manual focus, so I can't bring it closer, but see how it presses down. Press. I'm gonna look closer at it myself. So I'm not sure what the weight refers to here. If it's the weight of the pressing, that'd be another thing I'd be interested in learning about. Between 60 and 100, I can tell a difference. Between 60 and 70, a little. 70 and 80, not much. 80 and 100, I can tell. Yeah, I think it's the force that you have to use to press it, so it's like, yeah, like this one more easily goes all the way down than this one. Then we have, let's see what's next. Oh, at the end we have a burnt orange out of nowhere. Oh, I kind of like him. Let's look up burnt orange. What's that supposed to feel like? Wow, I did not think I was going to go into this video breaking up with cherry. Tactile, 60 CN. I don't know what CN refers to. Force, MX stem. Basically, if you have a lot of like force required to get the key down, you won't misclick as much, but it might not be as fast. The burnt orange has the bump at the top, where the zeal has the bump halfway down. Zeal is more tactile, whereas burnt orange. Are they talking about Zelios? Like over here? Very interesting. There is a huge community online for mechanical keyboards if you ever want to get into it. We have some more speeds down here that I'd like to try. So, like I said, I tried the Speed Silver. It was alright. Let's try the Kale brand. Feels like a blue to me. Sounds a little different. Here's a Speed Silver. Completely different. Completely different. You're done. I'd be so interested to try this. I do think I would mash too much though. What is the best keyboard for speed typing? Because you do really need to like mitigate making mistakes, because that's the worst. But take your time, don't make any mistakes. You're gonna go way faster than if you're like zooming your fingies and you have to like backspace a bunch. Oh, speed copper. I like the feel of the silver more, but copper seems like it might be more like actually useful, typable. And then speed bronze. Soft clicky. I would guess I would do the best with speed copper of these three. But without making this video infinitely long or boring, I don't know. I would be interested in looking these up. The speed one, I don't think I like the golds. God, it's so loud too. Now we haven't tried these, so there's the Telios and the Zelios. I think the teal, oh teal, it's teal colored. Telios is supposed to be quieter. So let's try the Zelios 67G versus the Telios 67G. It's like lower, just like lower pitched. Oh, that is a saucy little key. I can't tell if I love it or hate it. I either love this or hate this. I think I hate it. I think I hate it. I don't think I would do well. Telios is good, but it kind of reminds me of the Speed Silvers. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what it does. Now we have the Pro Purple and Pro Green. We have Dark Yellow and Jade, Navy and Burgundy. So these are all interesting colors I've never tried, or at least I'm not familiar with. So let's see. So we have the Burgundy Navy. We have Pro and Box, Pro and Box, Pro and Box. Burgundy. That's nice. Navy. Very, very tight. Tight, tight, tight. Purple. Slightly less. Purple's a little softer to me. Yet more clicky. Huh. Jade. Ooh. I would guess this is a little less heavy than navy. And then green. Very light clicky. Dark yellow. Interesting, these feel extremely different. These feel more on the same path. Like this should have been in this row. I don't know the difference between Pro and Box though, to be honest. So going down, we can test the different clears. We have Cherry, Gateron, oh, and the different housing, or I don't think it was housing, something else. Milky housing clear. I think these should all be the same, I believe. Ooh, yellow. Clear goes down like it just rolls over and dies, doesn't it? Just takes it. Yellow fights back a little bit. Man. go ahead and just go down each row. Because you can't see anymore. We have the clears going down here. So cherry clear, Gateron clear, SMD clear, Milky House clear, 60G, Celios 62G, RGB speed silver. And this is the milk going down the line. Greens. Then we have a whole swath of different ones going all the way down. Liner gray. Pro burgundy. Very interested in these. Last. These are interesting too. Burnt orange, very interesting. Pale blue. I don't think we did this one yet. Speed bronze. There you go. Wow. I mean, if you're still here, you get it, but this is so much fun. Am I about to have a wall of mechanical keyboards? What do you think? I feel like the Clicky versus like here's the silence. Or like some reds and browns. What do you think? Ooh, those sound quite nice. Milk's doing okay. Cherry milk can stay. And then we have the speeds. What do you think? Can you tell? Like, can you tell what you like, or is it just too hard? Because as soon as you're listening to one, you kind of get in the zone. I think that is the thing, though. I really don't like spring sounds that don't like that. I hear it a little bit there. Less there. I think the reds seem to be prone to it. Alright. I think that should probably do it though, huh? This is so fun. I do think they might sound different depending on what case they're in, what surface you put them on, and what keycaps you have on, honestly. But I would like to do a keyboard video soon, where it's like the whole keyboard would be these, but this helped me a lot, more than I thought it would, in deciding which ones I'm mildly interested in. So, there you go. There you have it. Let me know what you think. If you made it to the end of this video, you're probably like me and find this very interesting. So yeah, I had a great time. Sleep well. Enjoy hearing clicking in your dreams. And I'll see you guys in the next video.